Now, Scotland is, of course, a country with a reputation for rain, but prolonged dry spells mean there's now a race on to protect water supplies. In the Angus Glens, pipes are being built so that reservoirs can be topped up by the River Isla. People across Tayside are also being urged to do their bit too. Here's Fraser Nicoll.
In Glen Isla, the rain is a welcome sight. For hundreds of thousands of people in Dundee, Angus and Perth and Kinross, their water comes from here, the backwater reservoir. The problem is that right now, there's a lot less of it. This line of moss that you can see over my shoulder here acts as a bit of a marker for where water levels should be at if this reservoir is at full capacity. But you can see that despite the current rainfall, it's really nowhere near. And if this didn't paint a clear enough picture, the stats certainly do. Reservoirs in the east would expect to be around 82% full at this time of year. The most recent data shows Loch of Lintrathen and backwater is sitting at almost half that. Figures from September show the area had its driest year in more than half a century.
Normally we would be at 100% full after the winter. We'd had snowmelt and the likes, but we didn't get that this year. So we started off from a lower position. And then the reservoirs have drawn down, as you would expect as people use water throughout the year. And we just simply haven't had the normal recharge of rainfall that we would expect.
And as the seasons change again, another dry winter could spell real trouble. That is, unless water supplies can be taken from elsewhere. Among other things, Scottish Water is working with engineers to build a pipe that will run from the River Isla to the backwater reservoir in time for the colder months.
The concerns we have is ensuring enough supplies for customers over the long term, so really particularly deep into next year. We're standing here today with a bit of rain, so it sounds very strange, but the amount of rain required to refill these dams is quite substantial, so anything we can do to take pressure off them and using augmentation to do that will really help.
The utility company is reassuring the public that there's no cause for panic, but says we can all help.
So simple things, shorter showers, thinking about how you use water throughout the day, turning your tap off when you're brushing your teeth, things like that, just very small things. But also looking for the leaky loo or dripping taps, making sure that those things are checked and resolved makes such a big difference.
It's something we've probably always taken for granted in Scotland, but these pictures show just how precarious our water supplies have become. While our climate becomes more changeable, the teams on the ground here are working flat out, making sure we've always got enough saved for the not so rainy days. Fraser Nicoll, STV News, Glen Isla.